Now, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Billy Reese's Snowflake Jamboree! In 5th grade, my school thought that it would be cool to do a production of Hair. So I took off my clothes and did 3 sold-out shows. At each one, my grandma was there. And after each show, she would throw a bouquet, and she'd grab me and utter, oh, and shout, thank you. It's been a long time since I've sung this. All right. And after each show, she would throw a bouquet, and I'd catch with a smile as I heard Grandma say, go into finance, go into real estate. I hate to be bitchy, but your solo was pitchy, and you came in like 4 measures late. Go into finance, now is the time you should know. If you so much as try, then it won't even fly in a Royal Caribbean show. I decided that I couldn't wait for opportunity. So I wrote in one day this one-man play, and I set up my GoFundMe. So I sent it to Grandma, who wrote back in pen. She said, I'd rather invest in Enron again. Go into finance. Well, the cancer appeared, and it was worse than we feared, and quick to metastasize. But she still soldiered on, knowing soon she'd be gone. I watched her with tear-filled eyes. So I sang her a song at the side of her bed, and she grabbed me and uttered the last words she said. Go into finance. Keep your face off of screens. Follow your heart, but away from all art and all karaoke machines. When the haters say screw it, the dreamers dream through it and wind up where they're meant to be. So here's to the fools like me. How we doing tonight? first like to thank my two grandmothers in the back booth. Very much alive. Very much very good sport. Thank you so much for coming to the third annual Snowflake Jamboree. Very exciting. This is our biggest show yet. 20 people, 8 musicians. An incredible time is in store for you guys. And I have a lot of songs to do, so I'm not going to talk a lot. So I first want to introduce Lindsay Nicole Chambers, who is going to sing a song about a small business owner in Oregon.
Well, hello. Just hold on for a second.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Should have brought my glasses. In a little town in Oregon, without much beyond the rain, stands a minor mythic monument that science can't explain. Come revel in its aisles and its moldy carpet brings, plus its genial hue of yellow and blue, and its stock of DVDs. Sometimes I feel like a T-Rex who somehow slept right through the meteor. Living in a world where everyone like you has disappeared and basically only exists on Wikipedia. I'm galumphing through the desert, watching corpses of my friends just brought away like garbage on a hot July night. But for them I'm moving forward instead of sitting in the shadows and holding on to life with all of my might. I'm the last blockbuster in the country. I run the last blockbuster in the world. People pass me by and wonder how I've made it all this time, and I can't lie. The simple truth is, well, I don't
songs tonight that you're gonna hear sort of reflect my love of pop culture, specifically like the trashiest TMZ level stuff, you know? The first musical that I wrote based on one of these stories, I was inspired in 7th grade by this crazy news story about a boy stuck in a homemade weather balloon, allegedly, okay? So, Balloon Boy has certainly changed a lot in the 10 years since I wrote the first draft. And here is a brand new song from it, from a new version. This character is sort of a 6-year-old modern day baby June, and it's going to be sung by a 22-year-old baby June, Roger Dolly. Yeah! Dad said to Mom, he's slimy, but wash him off and then let's run. Tomorrow he'll get headshots done, cause when he learns to walk he'll make Manhattan shiver, and think how cute he'll be a singing Swanee River. Cause one day he'll be famous, though right now he's still small. It won't happen in a day, though our hard work will pay. When agents from the Disney Channel hold an open call, yes, one day he'll go viral. I don't know when or how, but he's got a little light to shine. So rather than just let him pine, let's buy him some Laducas and start now. To start speaking, but soon the words they grew in size, like smile or overemphasize. Dad lost his job and smugly said, what shall be, then handed me some monologues by Sarah Kane and Edward Albee. George and Martha, sad, sad, sad. But one day I'll be famous and help our world begin. Cause Daddy says at Mass that baby Jessica and Lassie proved it's not about the well, my boy, it's simply who falls in. Yes, one day I'll be famous. I make this song vow to give him a look that's poised to kill. Let's dye his hair strawberry blonde. It starts with a string of pageants till he'll be the first 5-year-old James Bond. So watch out, Daniel Craig, we're starting now. Sure, Ethel Gum and Dina Lohan had a vicious clutch. Those stories of true Corys never seem to faze me much. So if I read books and I stay calm, I'm free of gripes and whines. I'm cognizant and self-possessed as Brooke Shields in her Calvin Klein. I don't need friends, no, I don't need other kids to stare at us and blindly cast a doubt on. His failures only make me stronger and even make his hugs last longer. And sure, sometimes I wonder what I'm really missing out on. But one day I'll be famous and fly away from here. Come 2010, you'll all say you knew us when. Cause Hollywood can't be too far, the route is just unclear. Yes, one day I'll be something, and all that matters now is about which Martians have to fall, or even if they're real at all. Just Dad and me and Alright, so this next song is a story song about Joy Mangano, who was a Long Island mom who invented the Miracle Mop. Which, okay, we have fans of the Miracle Mop in the house. It's the only mop where you don't have to get your hands wet to change the mop head. So this next song is sung by Joy after her husband leaves her with her 3 kids, and she's sort of cleaning the house, and in this sort of 5-minute monologue, we find the idea of her for this miracle mop. So please welcome Laura Loriano as Joy Mangano.
With 300 feet of cotton or man.
Slice was the Hollywood madam in the mid-1990s. She was arrested for pandering. I think we can all assume what that means. Now, in today's day and age, she is living all alone. She is in a parrot sanctuary in Nevada, but she's down on her luck. And the one thing, in spite of it all, that she has not done is release all the names and contents of her clients in her little black book. This is a song about that. Please welcome Amy Hilner Larson.
Here's my situation, did my time, I got probation, did the People magazine bid. Lived like Liz, the second pitch is bound when I make and hit the heights and landed in shit. Poor is hurt and desperate for a payoff from the past. Checks get sent from GMC but never seem to last. And once the country chews you up and spits your broke ass back out, there's only one thing left that they all wanna talk about. Oh, everybody wants my little black book. That's what they're all dying to see. Everybody wants my little black book. Million little pieces of me. Now it's nothing shocking. Pandering turns into hawking, not to mention all the macabre. But when you stay hidden, living life in the forbidden, you get time to sharpen your claws. Quarter of a century is passing along the way, and Tanya and Lorraine, I made it look like I can pay. But every life can spawn a movie deal. There's compromises. So every now and then, an opportunity arises. Everybody needs my little black book. That's what they're all dying to see. Everybody wants my little black book. It's a little piece of me. Old is profession, it's LA fantasy. I provide a service that these apps all do for free. So as times change, the 90s fade into history. The ash is clear, but I'm still here, disgraced and discontent. Good enough to topple the entire 1%. Everybody needs my little black book. That's what I'm trying to see. Yeah, everybody needs my little black book. It's a little piece of me. Everybody wants my little black book. Million little pieces, million little pieces, million little pieces of me.
All right, folks, we're going to bring it down for a little bit. Please welcome Morgan Siobhan Green. One, two, three, four.
The nights grow colder, the children scatter, the clouds
of music. Go ahead. So Dimes is a new musical set in 1963. Set in 1963 about the kidnapping of a famous crooner's son. I won't say who the crooner is because these walls have ears, but it's Frank Sinatra. Set in a pre-Stonewall NYC, the next 4 songs will introduce you to a closeted matinee idol, a beach movie actress, the girlfriend of the crooner, and finally, the singer himself amid the assassination of JFK. This is Dimes. Our first performer is stranded in Philadelphia with a broken car, so I'm gonna sing this next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1953, there weren't many queers in New Haven. Not to say in 10 years it's gotten queerer, it's only the details that have gotten clearer. Like the 15-year-old boy underneath McGregor's bridge, who gets into a car with the town's engineer, and who spends half an hour clutching one sad beer, till he walks out the door without touching or changing his tune. Thinking, what if I'm leaving too soon? What if I'm leaving too soon? What if I'm walking away from a world where I'm suddenly free to take moments in miles as places to be? Or maybe he's just some freak trying to sleep with some sucker like me. So I slid back to bed by the light of the moon, fully knowing I left too soon. The queers in New York City were proactive. Not to say that queers were what the town was known for, just some bars that men would leave their wives at what you see.
I can almost see it written on the walls. Getting 'cause I made a stand. I wanna live in a castle made of sand. With some kids in the castle to hold us by the hand. And to get us on the border, we just have to put some water in our hand. 'Cause they're also made of sand. Maybe one day we can build a house of sand.
I arrived the same unsettled way, strapped to the story that some pretty girl from Tulsa might have spoken. 16 and short, I pulled into the port. I stepped off of the bus with my daydreams to sort. Only difference was that bus was from Hoboken. And Dad said, if you wanna act and hang out with your men, then do it in another house and don't come back again. Well, Mama threw a plate and tried to get my wild ass to bed. So that's the first time that I did what Daddy said. Still, it's a sad city sometimes. how he got my number, unaware of yellow pages for pursuit. Said he'd seen me up on a screen in a movie with Troy and I share a love scene, but maintained that Donahue was still a fruit. Exchanged some simple pleasantries about films in monochrome, until he said that Ma was sick and asked me to come home. Well, how can I just slither there, aware of everything that they deny? 'Cause hell, when I'm a parent, my best attribute won't be that I just die. My child will haven't seen your wings. The city, they'll know every goddamn tree. Surviving steadfastly in this sad city sometimes. Sad city. And maybe they won't know their dad, they'll still know his name. I hate this city, the sad city. But there'll never come a day when I resign. 'Cause through it all, this fucking place is
We were so young at the start of November. We were content to keep drifting through the air. But soon enough our flight declined, and we landed sure to find 'neath the clouds was a world we never knew was there. We were so young at the start of November. We were still breathing in the friendly autumn breeze. But then a shot rings through it all, and the red and orange fall, and the cold starts conversations with the trees. And the city grows bitter, and the days disappear, and it's only the shadows that remain. But each moment that we breathe flows the blood of the night, and we'll never get rid of the stain. We were such fools at the start of November. We were ashamed of the day that we would learn. Through each bellow and each tear, we mature with the year, never knowing if spring will return. At the start of November, I thought each puzzle could be so smoothly solved. But deep inside my stubborn mind, there were pieces still to find. It just took a little digging to find that they were there. Plus a subtle gleam of light and a change in the air. winter's ours, so bring on the snow.
A musical about Star Wars is currently playing at St. Luke's Theater. On 46th and 8th. The cast just ran over from their Sunday night show, so let's give them a big round of applause. I'll probably give you a musical about Star Wars. Alrighty, come on out. Boba Fett's armor, don't worry. I did dress it.
Everybody has a backstory. It's a thing that you can't resist. Luke and Leia, they were siblings, which they learned after they kissed. So if everybody has a backstory, then I guess it must be true. You all got one deep inside, and me, I got one too. Now some of my backstory. Got beat up on the playground by a Trekkie in first grade. In my defense, she was way taller, so it made sense to be afraid. And as she pounded me to the pavement, she screamed, "I hate Boba Fett!" And so I drove back to my parents' house while she put out her cigarette. Backstory song, my backstory song. My childhood was tragic, so this will probably be long. Cause I'm so three-dimensional, you could write a prequel about me. But for now, here's a story that'll tell you my tragic backstory.
Hey, that reminds me of something from my backstory. I grew up in a scrapyard while my mother slaved away. I tinkered with some wires, a trick that I would race one day. Well, I got my emancipation from a race that I had won. And though Mom wasn't so lucky, they said I would be chosen one.
Dude, that's Phantom Menace.
Dang it. It was hard growing up. It took all the strength I could muster, but it helped when my dad would drop me off the Blockbuster. Well, one day he never came back, and the cashier said, "Wait,
I'll drive you home in my Fiat with my high-heart Boba license plate."
and guess who the 25-year-old driver of that Fiat was?
This guy!
Taylor, how old were you?
15, but it was cool.
Why?
Because he also had a backstory. A backstory song. A backstory song. Where we sing about how our friendship is what got us through all the wrong. And it proves to the audience that we're real as any human could be. Cause like everyone here, we also have a backstory. Just like that woman at that table there who's as high as a tree.
Or that guy in the corner who killed his family of 3.
So put your hands together if you have a backstory.
You should all put your hands together, because you all have a backstory.
Everybody now! Now, what Scots are actually coming for you?
I don't know, I didn't expect it to get this far.
Golly, you're clapping. You have a backstory?
Yes, Taylor. As the song states again and again, everybody has a backstory. And do I have one? Yup. I think I'm gonna sing it, cause I'm already warmed up. When my parents got divorced, there was nothing I could do. I got sent to live with my dad and my stupid brothers too. They love to play with lightsabers. I tried to share their toys, but I was handed Polly Pockets, cause Star Wars was for boys.
Emily, this is really heating up. You want to do it over here as a monologue?
And say what? That once in a blue weekend, my mom would come back home with her new girlfriend, Cheryl, the massage therapist, and that we would all hop a bus to DC, and in between matinees at the Kennedy Center, we would decorate signs and go to the latest protest, whether it be to fight against
Maddie, what are you doing? Maddie, what are you heckling me? What's wrong?
I'm full of rage!
Do you want to sing something about it?
Yeah!
Alright, well, I'll say this much. There was one song that we cut from Starbucks because it was too angry.
Slapping her.
Sounds magnificent!
Alright.
I was not ready for this.
Got it!
Here we go then.
To get things done in this world, you can't just stand and be a wisher. To bring the boys down, you must commit to your pledge. But I'm so sick of stupid men who say they love Carrie Fisher, but I've never even seen postcards from the edge. And each time a space girl is objected by, like a model eating in a Charles Jr. ad. I think it's normal that no alien can feel gay pride, but would a Wookiee in a romper really be so bad? And they might say that Black Lives Matter and praise diversity, but then Palpatine kills Windu, so I don't think that he'd agree. I hate the world. It makes me sick. Seems all my marching and my posting won't make Yoda Islamic. I hate the world. It's so unkind. But I guess that's why I have blogs, so never mind. But actually, no. We got Nazis running Reddit, but who gives a damn? 'Cause the First Amendment says that we should let them speak, and we'll shrug as influencers turn to Instagram, and Internet puts out their latest racist turn of the week, and the economy is garbage, and the reason takes no search. It's 'cause your generation spent all that they had on Star Wars back. I hate the world. I hate it all. How can I sleep at night when still no one has murdered Logan Paul? I hate the world. But through my spine, they keep remaking Disney movies, and we all smile and get in line. But hey, at least Starbucks has Wi-Fi, so things are fine. Despite those poor exploding whales with Walmart baggies in their bowels, and never knowing when a Tootsie Pop will end because of greedy owls. The way our AO waltzed away with a presidential pardon. I would gladly run for Congress, but I can't get my shift covered at the Olive Garden. I hate the world. It gives me rage. I take my broken heart and make it art, and hope that things might change, but no, the world goes on alright. So I'll breathe in and out, but never doubt that when the time for battle comes, I'll fight.
She scares me. Please welcome the Queen of England.
Shut up. Really?
She's very slow.
Love is in the air in Great Britain, and not a single person ever does complain. Their every hat that's put to use is just another lame excuse for Camilla to show her ugly face outside again. But love is in the air in Great Britain. Seems every week a new proposal ends in yes.
some new red-handed flop with some random D-list actress who's biracial nonetheless. Not that that matters. God knows I love weddings more or less. My only fear is they leave such a mess. So some advice that I bestow upon each princess. When a Middleton or Markle makes a scene, it's a breeze when folks adore you to forget what came before you, but don't cross the queen. Yes, of course, you looked exquisite at your weddings, but this isn't just a modeling routine. Though a dress might flaunt your legs, it won't overturn Brexit, so don't cross the queen. Yes, I know that I seem warmed and unassuming, petting corgis at a matriarchal speed. But let's just say that Elton John, before he's finally gone, could record that bloody song again if he should feel the need. Because the world just went bananas for Diana, and you'll recall she met an island far from pristine. And though, of course, it was a shame, they still don't know what to believe. If you know what I mean. So, darlings, don't cross the queen. Megan, darling, let's go for a drive.
Please welcome the insanely talented Whitney Bashor.
My musical opened on Broadway in May, closed that July. My boyfriend knew just what to say. The thing was, it was goodbye. Went back to the audition circuit, as any good actor would adore. And the only thing they love more is 6 months on the road with pump boys and dinettes on tour. Sat down in Milwaukee for 8 or 9 days and stayed up sight. By day trying to fight the malaise and settle for whiskey shots at night. Some headstrong music director would join me each night looking for a buzz. 2 shots and the guy would start ranting just like the rich shithead he was, saying, where did the music go? When did the melodies end? Shows like yours close in a month, 'cause Cats is the only thing people attend. But he'd play me his songs on the theater's piano, and drunk off the whiskey I'd harmonize without a care. And suddenly music had mattered, 'cause Michael was there. He didn't have much but some shirts and some chairs, so he moved in with me. We walked his piano up 4 flights of stairs. He proposed when we reached floor 3. Taught music to children by day, writing songs in the evening till God knows when. And knowing that he would write them for me, I'd sit there and harmonize in the den. 'Cause here's where the music was. Here's where the melodies are. Here's where you feel Richard Rodgers looking up at the theater's new star. And as the songs spilled out at Michael's piano, I'd sing them for crowds as his magic filled up the air.
songs that I sang only matter 'cause Michael was there.
It's moments like this, it's nice to have friends who really support you in all these trying times, especially in Hell's Kitchen. Here, in toast to that, I would like to welcome my good friend Rachel Ravel for this next one.
Yourself an ally in me. You need one straight girl in the gay bar to tell you slay. You don't know how she got there, but for now that's okay. So one straight girl in the gay bar believes in you, then tomorrow in that gay bar there might be two.
If she really wants to get into college for music, she should perform a song at 54 Below, right? It looks great on her resume. This is a song that I first wrote and premiered when I was a senior in high school. And now that she is a senior in high school, I'm happy to pass along the torch to her. Please welcome my sister, Rose. got one more song. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It honestly means the world. A few thank yous to KJ and Amanda over at the booth. Fantastic work. Incredible band. David Moses on the violin. Nicole on the drums. Jimmy B on the guitar. Laurel Albiner on the flute. Sean Cortez on the bass. Scott Byers on the sax. And Rocco Recce on the trumpet. Of course, my parents, Teresa and Will, thank you for buying the live show. And Lillian Ryder, my co-producer for this evening. My incredible director, Michael Mills, for this evening. And all these incredible fucking performers. Oh my God, they're so good. All right, we got one more song. Shall we do it? All right, here we go. Oh, no, we won't do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.